So here's another question from the audience that I want to ask. So being a CEO is a stressful job in normal times. So what helped you the most to lead yourself and your team through last year? Who wants to take a stab at that one?
I can go. You see, what helped me as the CEO to get through the year? So,
yeah. What did you do to get through the year? As a CEO, because a lot of we know that depression is way up right now. It's normally averages in the United States 10%, and it's 40% right now.
Absolutely, in our company, focused on mental health, drug overdose. That's not lost on us at all. I think what I've observed with COVID, working remotely, especially being everyone talks about the CEO is lonely at the top, and actually that has been magnified by not having people around me physically. And what I've observed is when things go great, you don't have that same interaction that allows you to rejoice in things. So the wins, the enjoyment from the wins are dampened. But when things go badly, it's even worse because there's no one to commiserate. We had some bad news. We lost in a patent litigation about a year ago. Found out on a Friday afternoon. Although I was coming into the office because I was the only person in the office, that was a pretty miserable place to be. What have I done? A lot of grounding. I've done a lot of work just reminding myself that the company, we're fortunate, we're in a good position. From a development perspective, from a financial perspective, and that kind of grounding message to me has been very important. I also it's also quite I wouldn't say not rewarding as such, but again that sense of purpose still remains, and for the reasons I said at the very beginning, mental health, substance abuse, drug overdose has just gone up 40-50%, and realizing that there's a huge, much larger patient population to serve than ever before is something that really drives me. And also, the other final thing I would say is just personally, I found helping others to be very rewarding, and therefore being able to really rejoice and get joy out of helping my colleagues and get through this has been helpful for me as well.
Anybody have anything to add on that one? The question was on getting through last year, if there was something that helped, meditation, exercise, or anything else.
Exercise definitely helps.
Go ahead, Frank.
Go ahead. Oh, well, I guess just what I'd say is, from my standpoint, I would say having two things. One is having good advisors or counsel, if you have a network and kind of talking through some of the things that you're feeling. I think that certainly helped. We talked earlier about, is it an executive coach or whatever else, but just a trusted advisor or two that you can call on and kind of talk things through. I think that certainly helped me. And secondly, we touched on it earlier, is to whatever extent you can bring some sunshine, happiness to others, I think you refill your cup that way, and you wrap around that some of the experiences that you can have with patients and kind of keep the long term in mind. All of that sort of helps, and so that's some of the things I did.
Ivana, and you were saying exercise. What else?
Yeah, certainly exercise helps. I've actually gotten a lot more of it since COVID hit, because of my previous job, I used to travel all the time, and I was on planes 2 to 3 weeks a month. So actually it was refreshing not to have to travel across the globe for a meeting and have some time for exercise. But no, in all seriousness, I think the little things really made difference this year. You really appreciated the little things. So what got me through is the little wins, like every win we had along the way, and seeing, the team, and saying attaboys and shout outs, and really seeing how, we were making progress, slowly but surely, is really what keeps you what keeps you going through these kind of times, and just having that constant interaction and on pulse and getting energy from others, was really helpful for me to see the whole team on Zoom. And even though it's on Zoom, seeing those smiley faces, seeing the excitement, seeing the commitment, toward the same goal, was really energizing and got me through this past year.